Oh, and don't ask out front with women. They will kill you.
Not all women.
Ooh, well, yeah, but in general, you're trying to be nice to women, or you're trying to get to know them, or get to hook up with them, and it's a date. You don't want to pull a cheat.
No,
8
it's
o'clock.
okay.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Let's do it.
We're already in. Hello.
Let's rock.
We're already around the DSP
Hello.
meeting.
See what Cody is.
Cody. Oh, that's our guest. All
You
right.
got some shit running already though, huh?
Yeah, we got the DSP media running.
Okay.
Okay.
It ain't on the screen.
That's my bad. Got y'all walking in though.
Oh wow.
No, just waiting. That's
Don't
all.
forget everybody phones on silent or vibrate.
All right, yeah. Thank you for the reminder. I know at least 2 people are gonna be phoning me on Messenger.
That way when the next time they ask what D-Ray do, say, D-Ray tell them to put their phone on silent and vibrate.
Okay, I got my phone on vibrate, so it's good.
I don't know, sir. You want this, Where you go, Keisha? Okay. I need to know. Okay. She can't make it, you know what I'm saying? So, at 8:03, I'm gonna, put this thing on, but it's good run, because you gotta wait for them to get ready, and then I'm ready. And we're gonna stop hollering at them and looking at them, they're gonna have to look at the screen and see where they at. And we're gonna be
Oh,
listening.
No, you're
sorry,
good.
sorry.
I was gonna say, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
You have your headset?
No, because I had to.
Shit.
I was at
Thank you.
I tell you what, I'm just gonna slide behind the camera.
Man, just sit your ass, scary ass down.
You're scared of cameras now?
Hell
Stop
yeah.
it.
I'm totally confused.
The weatherman, baby.
You're not supposed to be scared of cameras.
AKA
He is.
Pretty
You
Tony.
can't tell?
AKA Goddamn.
That's
AKA
bad.
Jabrowski.
Huh?
I can get y'all introduced in the show before she get here. She's not gonna be able to.
Okay.
Mic check, mic
I
check.
mean, why, just wait till she comes.
We got you.
A couple of minutes, a minute ain't gonna kill us. Yeah. Let her come on, sit her little butt down. What up?
What up?
We got the Amazon back in the house.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So how was your time in Vegas?
Oh my
Show you
gosh,
pictures.
it
I
was
kept hitting like on
it was wonderful. It was just
your first time.
first time
It's
going
always
out
like
there
that,
and
too.
enjoying it,
Yeah.
and gotten to meet a cousin of mine that she's a professional dancer out there, and she's like,
Did
Like-
she teach you any moves?
I was a little bit scared to get the moves, but she
Oh,
did
really?
rotations with the bud and everything like that. So
Wow. You think we can
Did you
see
get to
see a
the
couple
bird
of
show
them?
or the flaming volcano?
no, I gotten to go to the Hoover Dam and
Okay.
the musical waterfalls and stuff like that. I
Okay.
walked down the strip,
Yeah.
so it was fantastic.
You
And
didn't go too far down the strip with Circus Soleil's, huh? That shit is raggedy.
yeah,
The
I
raggedy
mean,
part of Vegas. They don't talk
Oh.
about that.
So everybody's sharing and shit, right? Everybody's sharing to their social medias.
absolutely, yeah.
Everybody
sure.
share, please.
I need my phone.
Oh, you better go get your phone before the show starts.
I'm bringing it.
Thank you.
Yo
See,
love,
that's
yo
my
love.
job. I'm supposed to fill people drinks up and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, you fill my drinks up.
Yes.
Not today, though.
The drinks.
Why don't I see it
We on
on?
YouTube?
I don't see it on Facebook.
Facebook. So I'm what I'm gonna do.
It's
is
not
share.
live on Facebook.
It's now on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
It's
you.
on
Re-
YouTube.
it's not on Facebook for some reason.
Oh. All I see is a DSB Media.
Mr. IT,
Yeah, that's on the screen.
it's not on Facebook.
Everything gonna be on the screen.
Yeah.
Quit breathing so goddamn hard.
Me?
Not
Yes,
me.
you.
I ain't even up to the mic.
I know. All I hear is. Yeah, we not on Facebook.
Davey, you're taking a selfie over there.
We on YouTube.
Busted.
Well, one of my classmates was calling, and I was letting her know, "Hey, I'm on the podcast right now. I'll call you later."
Ooh, your classmate.
Okay, now we are now.
Okay, let's do
OG.
this.
Posted.
And
We
noted.
on Facebook.
Yeah, I just posted it.
That's not cool.
On Facebook with a
What?
Urban Paranormal
Yeah, I know.
I didn't see you.
or Trent Johnson.
Come on, IT.
Trent Johnson.
What are you gonna do?
Just kidding.
Let us know.
I think
I can't see what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yo love, yo love. Yeah, we live, baby. Show about to start in a minute.
We're about to get ready to give you a very interesting episode where
Yes,
we
live.
commonly see over, in our small store shops.
Huh?
We on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. I just said we are now.
I know, but
Where's that audio coming from? That's you over there?
yeah.
Okay, remember you fucked up last time like that, trying to monitor and shit. You on YouTube?
I'm on Facebook.
That's what fucked us up last time.
You want me to be on YouTube?
No, probably not either on one of them. Ain't that what happened last time?
Why you sending me a text, Donna Ray?
I don't know. I'm tripping.
That's why I left
Okay.
my phone alone and you was like, tell me what to do.
Okay. I could have swore that's where it went wrong last time because we had another app open at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, seen it.
Yeah, I'm a special guest for the Barber World. First time doing this.
Live tonight is the weatherman's birthday.
Happy birthday, weatherman.
Do y'all want to see him get punched in the balls live? He loves it. He loves it.
We'll have to use a stunt double for that one.
And I'd be the bouncing man to
Right,
rock
right.
his balls with my
Right.
fists.
So you gonna be the
David.
official ball rocker tonight?
Yep. Bang, 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 like the punching
Wow.
bag.
Are you gonna
Like I
enjoy
said,
it?
he loves it.
Are you gonna enjoy it, David?
I'm
it
going to
gonna be
make
like one of
sure
your
that
days?
it's going to be banged up like Rocky style.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
well,
she taking too long to get
good
upstairs.
job.
We can go ahead and start. We can go
That's
ahead and
good.
start. You ready to start, OZ? What about you, Jay?
she's
I'm
here.
ready.
There you go. OZ, unlock the door.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I locked him.
It started.
Hey,
Hey, what up, what up? Welcome to the Urban Paranormal Podcast. I'm your moderator, Trent A. Johnson.
and I'm your host, JH.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
And
we also have our anchorman in the house,
Dave R. reporting in live for duty.
and y'all guys are gonna, our guys working on it, but we also have the beautiful Amazon. She's in the house.
Hello, everybody.
absolutely.
Yes, and we also have the weatherman sitting on the panel right now.
Baby.
There you go.
Already.
And of course, our repeat offender, Mrs. Cody. How you doing?
I'm tardy to the party, but I'm here.
There you go.
Anytime you come is right on time.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm here when I need to be.
Right,
Yes,
right.
Absolutely. So, everyone at home, this is the Urban Paranormal Podcast, where you might be crazy to some.
But your family to us.
And tonight we're going to be talking about psychics and
Psychic powers.
Yeah.
And lucid dreams.
dreams. Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of think they go hand in hand.
They can.
It's I guess it's a matter of an opinion.
Yeah.
The weird thing about everything is that some people probably don't believe in psychic powers, because there's been psychics all the time saying, I know where this kid is, or I know whatever.
Or like psychics like Miss Cleo. Call me now. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
And then they get found out to be lying.
So they give the real guys a bad rap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people see all the bad rap people and already
Yeah.
believe that. It's
I
not
don't
real.
have time for this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there's been a lot of psychics that actually work with, get this, the police,
Yeah.
and they actually solve crimes.
Solve crimes.
Yes.
Okay.
They work in the forensic department.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot on this here. Governments
Yes.
has used these things. In fact, you guys at home, the Americans, Stargate is what they called it.
Yeah. Project Stargate.
Yeah.
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 So they got all these people. And the thing is about Project Stargate, what's so interesting about it is that they do remote viewing. And for you guys that don't know, remote viewing is basically they sit down, focus on a particular target, and then they start drawing the locations of where that person is.
Oh, okay. So basically, you looking at my research over here because that was like my first topic, and I seen you peek up.
Oh, no, I know, no.
No,
He
I'm
was
just-
rubbernecking.
I
He was
know, I'm just
rubbernecking.
messing with
Yeah,
you, bro. I'm just messing with you. Yeah.
So I think
They
that's
had a lot of that going on during the Cold War.
yeah. it
Because
was-
I think the Russians started first. They invested like 200 million in remote viewing, and in response, the U.S. started a program too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was ended or whatever. But the thing is that it's kind of funny to me because people still don't believe like this shit is real.
Well, they had a 15% success rate.
Mm.
15%, and they ended the program in 1995. They were actually able. Some of the remote viewers were actually able to locate lost Soviet bombers, prisoners of war. They located a couple of prisoners of war,
Right.
but they had a small success rate.
Okay. Well, see, that's the thing. When I did my research, the CIA did just to see,
Mhm.
and they was using like Osama bin Laden and different things of
Yeah,
that nature.
yeah, they tried to find him.
Right,
and, all of
and they
that.
came up with basically a 28%.
Yeah, that was probably Channel Zero.
I don't know if it was Channel Zero. I'm just saying that they came up with a 28%, and
Well, either way, that's still kind of
very
like a small
low-
margin,
right, which is why
but
they
still
ended-
they did find
yeah,
some. They
they
did find some.
found
shit.
something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah.
don't know. I can't say that that's how they found Osama bin Laden because I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying apparently,
Yeah,
you know. But could it be the government just lying? Maybe
Well, I don't know.
maybe they were more than like 90%.
Well, I mean, this comes from declassified documents.
yeah.
So I don't know. Why would they lie?
I don't know
Because they don't want people to know that there's people out there that
That can do it.
have the power,
Those
and that's why
powers.
they stay in the shadows. You don't talk about it. You don't say this is who I am and this is what I do,
Yeah.
because then you're a target. They don't want you. They don't want you to enlighten other people. They don't want their third eye to be open. They don't
Right.
want them to know that they have power.
That power.
You
So
keep
let me
the
ask
people
you this.
down. You
Let
keep
me
the
ask you
people
this.
down.
Do you think everyone has the potential
Yes.
to have these
Yes.
powers?
Just to say,
Okay.
They're not powers.
don't
I
even
mean,
finish the
if
question.
you're created
Well,
by
that's
the
the way-
divine,
that's the
you
way
are
you
in
can
his
look at it.
image. If
That's the way
he
you can look
created
at
the
it.
world, then he also passed on some abilities to each person, and everybody has it.
Okay.
They don't talk about it because if it wasn't in church or it's the devil's work, if you know. But there's light workers, indigos, star seeds. They're working on different realms.
Okay, well,
I
that's
second
the way,
that, Cody.
That's the way you look at it, but other people can look at it different ways. You know,
Because
what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
want to take the responsibility to understand that there's something better,
Well,
and they're
if you-
okay
you can
being
say that.
dummied,
You can say that.
awake and asleep.
I know you can say that, but that's just your view of how
Yes.
it goes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
And you
has
asked
that.
me, do I think everybody has that
Yeah.
ability? Absolutely.
And I actually think everybody has the potential to some degree.
Well, you're a divine being. You choose.
Well, maybe.
to have your eye open or
Maybe.
closed. You
Yeah.
choose it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But here-
Because what's reality to you, some people can't grasp because they're not ready to see that. They're scared of it, or they don't want to. They don't have the time to research it and form their own opinion on it. They want to follow the
system
sheep.
or
Yes,
for
stay
societal
asleep.
Well, at
hierarchy.
the same time, somebody's reality, you could just be a crazy motherfucker, and that can be reality.
yeah.
Well, that's what they call us, because if you're in tune and you can find a motherfucker in a pile of wood from 20 years ago based on your intuition and what you see, if you master the ability to astral project, to go to the Akashic records, to get past, present, future, you get that. It's not a dream. They call it visions.
Okay.
You leave your body.
Okay. Well, hold
okay.
on. Let me say this here with that, because she said past, present, and future. Future is almost basically of sense of a fortune telling, right?
Well, you can change your future, being you're the master of your own ship. If you see it or something is presented to you in your vision, it's like a heads up from your spirit guide saying, hey, go this way. Or
hey,
they
be
guide
careful,
you.
there's a bad
They don't
omen.
speak.
Okay,
They don't
well,
speak
well,
like
look.
me and you are talking.
Okay,
they
well, look,
vibrate.
listen,
Yes.
listen. Don't overtalk us. Okay,
Sorry.
let me tell you this, or ask you this. Okay, so how do you know that that's fact? Did some God come and tell you that that was fact, or did you learn that from experience or your
Do
readings?
you know? Do you when you sit? Are you go to church? You used
No,
to,
I don't. I used to.
Used to. But
Yeah.
when you went and sat in church, you knew you were there. You knew you were at.
Yeah.
You knew what you was doing.
But that's a physical realm, yeah.
And there's a spiritual realm.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be able to walk both worlds,
Uh-huh.
okay, people, if you said that to somebody, they think you're crazy. And
Okay.
if you've experienced it, you don't know who to talk to, because if you do, you're either devil, because it's anything that's not in the script. But,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Normal. Okay. Well, here's
he
my
worked
question.
through angels and through the spiritual realm too.
Okay. Well, here's what I think.
Creator.
I'm gonna be a skeptic
Okay.
at this point. Okay?
Okay.
So here we go. With that being said, and if all of this stuff is actually real, where was everyone, right, on 9/11? All those people died. Psychics knows all this stuff. They get all these visions. Why didn't they come to the rescue of those people?
Because they probably did, and people have said y'all are crazy. How is that going to happen? How is two planes going to hit a building and cause such? It's been talked about. It's been said, and then
Well, then who would listen to them? Like, hey, this building is about to fall. Nobody probably would.
Okay.
Exactly.
yeah.
You're like the guy outside with the sign saying the end is near.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Because I want to share my experience. Okay, so I was in my 20s, and me and a friend of mine, we were leaving Sharpstown Mall.
Right.
We were shopping, and when we got to the parking lot, there was this little lady, a little Spanish lady.
Right.
She said, "Come here, let me talk to y'all." So me and my friend John, we walked over there, and she took John's hand, and she said she started telling him all these things that nobody would know. She started telling him about his dead brother.
Right.
He started crying, and this was a gangster thug dude. He don't cry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just broke out in tears in front of me, and she reached over to grab my hand, and I took my hand back. I was like, "Nah, I passed." But I do believe that people possess these powers.
And if you didn't want to touch her, your intuition told you if you did make contact with her, there would be probably an exchange of energies that would make you uncomfortable. Or I just don't like people touching me, because if they're carrying something and they do a contact transfer, it will stick on you. You can take their illnesses.
It was more that I didn't understand what was going on, and I don't mess with things I don't understand.
You know,
That's what it was.
And that's how a lot of people miss their signs from their spirit guides, because they don't understand they don't speak a language like you and I. They speak through synchronicities, energies. They don't have a physical form. The first time I met him, I told him, you got this
Yeah,
glowing
you almost made him cry.
orange. It's so happy to be right next to you. And I have to tell you this before I even know your name, because I don't care what your name is, because right now this is coming to me, and to the normal person, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? But he knew exactly what I was talking about and who I was talking about.
Yeah, let me explain. You guys at home, you need to know. Okay, so here's the deal. So Miss Cody is like, she feels things, psychic, whatever you want to call her. Okay,
She's intuitive, right?
Yeah,
So-
just
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never met her, never seen her in my life. Okay, and I just knew she was going to be a guest on the show. You know,
Right.
And when she saw me, she was like, "Hey, there's someone with you." I mean, did you just lose someone, like basically like an uncle or something?
and you don't just want to tell people that, because
Right.
it will bring an emotion.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, understand.
I seen the lump building in your throat. and
Yeah,
shit.
because my
like this
uncle.
dude about to cry.
Yeah, my uncle had just passed, and I was going
Wow.
through a whole lot trying to deal with his stuff.
Right.
And this woman never laid eyes on me, nor have I ever laid eyes on her. And there's no way she could have possibly known me. She didn't even know my name. And she said, "Well, he's here with you right now, basically." And I was
And you
leave it at that.
asked me for a physical description, like, what does he look like? I
Yeah.
said, that's funny, because they don't look like what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you that his aura, his glow, his gold,
Right.
he that's big.
Right.
That's as big as you can get.
Right.
So that personality doesn't have a physical form. It has a vibration, and it lingers with people. So when you walk through life and you see this, you don't want to say, "Hey, I don't know you, but
Right.
I can tell
Wow.
you," because my job is the messenger.
Right.
Right.
And some people will say, "Pfft, she's crazy," or they'll say, they know, you knew, you
Right.
know, just like I do. And they'll try to test me and be like, "Well, what's their name?" Or what. I said, they don't communicate like words. It's synchronicities, it's animals, all kinds of ways.
So, did you only feel that with Jay? Or how about everybody else that was on the panel there?
Well, sometimes I block it. I have to block it because there's so many that come and they don't talk and they don't tell me names. They give me smells or signs, or if I see things of 3, then if it's 3 of whatever, I know to look into that and what it means, because they all mean something.
Okay,
Numbers.
so what I'm getting is, okay, we call these people psychics, but what to me it seems like you're an intermediary or something. Like, it's really not a psychic mind thing.
I'm a mess. I can walk both realms, spiritual and physical.
Okay.
Therefore, it opens a gateway to where I can communicate with the other side.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say, okay, you got these guys saying they're psychics, but what it really is this other realm is talking to them, and then they give the information out to our realm.
Through a messenger. If you're
so it's-
missing the signs,
So it's
someone
really not
like
a
me,
mind thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's a medium. That's they're the
Yeah.
person
I'm
in the
just
middle.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
the
Medium.
middleman. I'm the middleman where
Medium.
they say don't kill the messenger. You know,
Yeah.
I feel these things and I'm learning to translate that language too.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm fishing for details.
Yeah.
I know what they're trying to say to me.
Okay.
However, you can't just come up to a complete stranger and say, I see this big gold and I did, because it's my job. If I have the ability to do it, then it is my job to pass the message.
Yeah.
And then what comes back to me is abundance.
So
It's that my paycheck, it's a life of service. So I don't get to have my own life.
right.
So my abundance is being able to manifest things, or I don't know if y'all probably don't know numerologies, but you have a
Right.
life path and all that. So
Yeah, we'll get into that on
Yeah, we'll get
another
it.
show.
Yeah,
the
but
numerology.
so guys at home, I told you my situation with this woman. So that's why she's on the panel right now.
yeah,
All right. So she has a bit of knowledge. All right. But there's so many other people that became famous because of how their power. Sylvia Brown.
Yes.
A lot of different people.
Edgar Casey,
Right.
Nostradamus.
the lady with the big hair and the nails.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
what's her-
no,
I-
Cleo.
Why? Wait a minute. I'm interested. Why you said nah when I said Nostradamus?
Well, I say Nostradamus because when you read some of his predictions and things that have come to pass, so-called come to pass, when you read it, you can make it fit any time you want to. You know what I mean? It's like
Probably with a lot of psychics.
no. When a psychic come and tell you, hey, your uncle said, go to the basement, find the key, it's up under there. That's pretty precise.
Well, they say Nostradamus was able to predict the Great Fire of London.
I mean, okay.
He was able to predict the rise of Hitler.
Yes.
He was
Even
able-
though he said Hitler instead of Hitler,
Yeah.
his energy field when he was doing it was so strong.
Yeah.
It was close, but not accurate.
he was able to predict the death of both of the Kennedys.
Yes.
Well, when you have several people that have the ability to do that,
Yeah.
that get together, they vibrate at a higher power,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you get like me and Nicolette, because we all practice different, but it's the same. It's
Wow.
giving thanks
Yes.
to Mother Earth,
You-
Father Sky.
You're reading
Calling
from
God, Buddha, whatever.
Yes.
Everybody has their vision of what Creator is to me.
Well,
It's
I
different.
I think dreams have a lot to do. I know everybody had that dream where things were revealed to them.
yes.
Yes.
You know, you have this dream
Facts.
and you don't think about it again, and then all of a sudden the next day you see something and it reminds you. You're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
happened in my dream,
Mhm.
and before you know it, this dream then revealed all kind of shit to you.
Yeah.
Dementia, you had something that you wanted to share about lucid dreams or sharing through the dreams?
Yeah, absolutely. And I had the experience just recently when I was in Vegas.
Okay.
I literally
wow.
saw
I've been
all of
watching
us
all
done
your little
this.
videos.
Okay.
I'm like,
you,
I'm in
Ben.
Vegas with you.
Yes. So when I was in Vegas, I had the same thing. I dreamed of Jay, Trent, you too, Cody. I was dreaming about everybody.
People
in
always
here.
dream about me.
Yeah, me too.
And then what we're
I'm
doing
just-
now.
It's usually a
doing
nightmare with
now-
me.
I know, right? I know,
Right.
right?
But what we're doing now, I dreamed about that like 2 to 3 days ago.
Well,
what
could
we're
it-
doing now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
Could
it
it be
gave
deja
you
vu?
time to prepare. So when you're here, you're fully here.
Yeah.
So the more intuitive you are being here in attendance
Mhm.
and doing this is
Mhm.
your magic, your manifestation to make your dream. So you can change it.
Exactly.
If you got the information 3 days ago, you just have to trust that.
Exactly. I sure did.
And here we are.
Yeah. And then
like
I
that.
start seeing the lighter you
ass.
gave me. I
I
still
would've-
have it.
You,
The ace, I started
ace of
seeing that
spades.
too.
The ace of spades.
Yeah.
I told you.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'm talking to Trent. I'm sorry. I just completely zoned out, guys. I was talking to Trent.
Yeah.
There's a person. Have y'all ever heard him? John Edwards from Crossing Over. He would
John
talk.
He's the one that would draw.
Well, no.
no.
He would talk to the dead people. He have a whole audience, and he would
Oh,
be
okay.
that bullshit.
Crossing
right?
over.
I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
crossing
about.
over John Edwards.
Yeah.
He's a fuck ass.
Yeah, you said something about him on the last show.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
He made you mad.
Why don't you like
Which is
John Edwards?
bullshit.
Yeah,
You think
'cause
he's a fake?
I think it's 100% fake.
Why?
The way he runs about his stuff. Okay, so here's the deal. All right, guys, I'm getting this energy from you guys, right? I'm getting this energy.
Is this
All right?
you? Is
Yeah.
it you?
Yeah.
Well, what's the correct way to do it?
Walk up to the person and say, "Here's the situation." But no, I'm looking for someone. They say it's
Like
like
he's
it's
fishing?
it's like a T.
Yes.
It's like a T. Someone's name here starts with a T.
Okay, yeah.
Mine.
fishing.
Oh, okay. Well, this is for you. I think it's your great grandmother, right? She
Wow.
just passed away. Oh, she's been dead for a little while. Of course, she's been dead. Look at how old the woman
I
is.
know, right?
Exactly.
Wow. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
Got a point
Cody,
on that.
the guy you were talking about is Tyler Henry, the Hollywood medium. He's the young guy that scribbles and.
Yes,
Because
I
he
know who you're
works
talking
through.
about.
They work through him through.
So you think
Movement.
he's real?
Yes.
Why?
Because I do it. I know. I speak that language.
Okay.
So
And
that's
so you can look at
yes.
his mannerisms.
like
and
I can do runes, T-bones, oracle cards. Like
wow.
those are all tools. Say I'm a surgeon and I'm going to do surgery. I'm going to need a scalpel. I'm going to need some this and I'm going to need that. So those are tools.
Okay.
So I keep them with me. So if I need to communicate with someone who doesn't necessarily understand the Native American way or whatever, I can still communicate the message with them.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: is there a difference between a psychic and a medium, or are they two different things?
I
Or do-
can.
I was talking to
go
Cody.
Ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
Fire
know,
away.
I hate. Oh, okay. My answer sucks too. I mean, I hate labels. So,
Oh, wow.
like, if a person you know it, you don't know why you know it.
Yeah.
But you tell somebody, I know, don't do this
Yeah.
because I've seen it. And they're like, how do you know? You didn't know that. Well, it's called claircognizant.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that I'm psychic and I can predict the future. It means that I am so in touch with my intuition, my inner being, my chakras aligned, and my kundalini. I can fucking pull them out and be like, that's bullshit. You know, you're not gonna waste your energy trying to transmit a message to somebody
Okay.
that don't speak that language.
Okay. So, David, what were you gonna say?
I was going to go ahead under weird news to basically say under psychic powers, there's a list of psychic abilities that I could definitely say that, yes, a medium is a subcategory of, in the psychic powers category, according to the research in the internet and so forth. Some of them, I'm pretty sure you've already covered it. Clairvoyance, dream telepathy, psionics, precognition, psychic reading, psychokinesis, psychochemistry, which is paranormal, pyrokinesis, remote viewing, retrocognition, telepathy, and thoughtography.
You forgot one of my favorites though.
And
Telekinesis.
telekinesis.
He said-
You left that one out.
I believe I
Did he?
did say
He did.
telekinesis. Yes, I did.
I didn't hear that.
Well,
I didn't either.
Oh, okay, never mind. You know what? I give the credit to you. Telekinesis. Congrats.
That's not about credit. I'm just saying you forgot it.
No.
Because that was one of my favorite ones. I know that's one of Jay's favorite ones.
I love
too.
it. I mean, because you've seen it on television. It's the ability to move things with
your
your
mind.
mind.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome.
It is.
Do you guys think that really exists?
I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Yes.
It takes an incredible amount of energy to actually do it, but very few people can actually achieve it. Now, some of the techniques that the psychic powers do demonstrate, in terms of the field energy or what if not. One of them is involving with dowsing, mediumships. We already covered psychics, psychokinesis, telepathy, and remote viewing. So those are the skills that we have observed, through our research.
Okay.
Back to you guys.
Okay.
Okay. You want me to go?
Well, I was just gonna ask, who's your favorite telekinetic?
Drew Barrymore,
From what? What?
Oh.
Firestarter.
That was
Oh.
pyrokinetic.
I don't give a damn.
No,
It was,
telekinetic.
but she was
Telekinetic.
still able to move things with her damn mind. She was blowing fire in different directions.
She was a pyrokinetic.
Okay. So telekinetically, who would I say?
Carrie.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
a good
Carrie.
one. That's a
Carrie is
good
probably
one.
one of the very
Yes.
best.
My favorite was 11 from Stranger Things.
11.
El's
Okay.
I
Yeah.
would. I know I'm a action fan. I'm definitely going to say Neo. I understand
Okay,
it's
yeah.
breaking the barriers of reality, but think about it.
Now he was actually a telekinetic too.
He was
Yeah.
a telekinetic based on that characteristic. Go on.
Okay. Well, my favorite is Lucid J.
Okay.
If you know him from the internet, you will see some girl on there and she's getting dogged out by her dude or whatever, and Lucid J come on and he's dancing and he makes his little move with his hand and the girl slaps the guy and all that. Lucid J, bro, I'm giving a shout out to you, bro.
So is he? This is like a skit or something.
Yeah, he's telekinetic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a character, Lucid J.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What about Baby Yoda?
Oh yeah.
Just Yoda in general. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yes.
I know, right? The
Yeah.
force. The
Yeah.
force. That's what the force was.
Yeah. That's what the
Telekinesis.
that's what the
Yeah.
force
So
was.
beautiful. So beautiful.
You know, but you know, there was this old video footage, and it's supposed to have been legit, and it's what started the Russians and their. I can't think of the name of the thing right now. I'll have to look it up
Remote
again.
viewing.
Not remote viewing.
Okay.
It was for like telekinetic. What they did in the video, it's old 50s or whatever. The girl it's like a oil drum or something in one room, and she's in the other, and she literally sucks the air like a can
Oh wow.
from the other one. Yeah.
Holy moly.
And the thing was about that was that after that particular situation, I don't know if that was real or not.
It is because I know the lady. It wasn't a girl. It was a lady.
Well, she was a little girl when they first did it.
Oh well, this is something different.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
this was a little girl. She was a little girl, but then they tried to show I want to say a tombstone or something, and it was indicating that even though she was in that room doing it, that she was dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the government was
Wait a
using her.
minute. Wait a minute. Rewind that shit. She was dead.
Yeah, okay. What it was trying to say on the cool. Now it's in Russian or whatever. What they're trying to show you is that she was doing that, right?
From the grave.
Not from the grave. She's a real person, but the person who she really is, they have already staged her death, so everyone thinks she's dead.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So they had her doing experiments and all of this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sound like Stranger Things.
no, this is nothing like it. It's
Okay.
It's
Wow.
really fucked up. But
Wow.
that's how the Russians actually started believing and I guess believing, and they started doing the programs.
Well, they say that aliens communicate telepathically.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you think that's something that humans would move towards, and one day we would
well,
be able to do these?
based off the crash, that's what the United States government's brought in. They brought in
What
the,
crash?
1947 Roswell
Oh,
crash.
Roswell.
Right,
Yes.
when they had Skinny Bob and everything, they brought in these guys that could talk telepathically.
Okay.
So they brought these people in, and they was already ready to go, and that's how they communicated with
Oh wow.
Skinny Bob.
Wow.
So apparently, look, it has to be something to it because the United States government did it. Russia did it. The UK turned around and brought in 12 people, and this was in 2000 and something. I have to look at that, 2002. And they got 12 professors, 12 people that professionals.
Slow down a little.
Right. They got 12, and they had them doing different
Bit.
things.
Oh wow.
Now their percentage rate, wasn't that successful. It was like a 20-something%.
Okay, well, let me say this now. I know we've all on the panel, we've had that person where y'all always finishing each other's sentences,
Well, that's telekinesis, bro. No.
and you're thinking
Yeah,
they're
I-
already thinking the same thing you thinking.
Mhm.
Right when you pick up the phone to call them, they already calling you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you laughing, but
That happened with me and you all the time.
that's what I'm about to say. So is that, you think that could be some type of telepathic link, or
When you can actually go into their conversation when they're in a separate vehicle and you call them and say you need to quit saying this, and this because they're sitting here saying, "Did you butt dial her?" So when you can do that,
Yeah,
absolutely you can.
I think so too.
And the more in tune you are and know who you are and what your abilities are, you can really see all the signs,
Okay.
and then just get it.
Some
Okay.
people may call this phenomena or the situation deja vu.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
When you're standing there and
well, I
you said,
think
"Did this
deja
really
vu-
happen or was this in a dream?"
I think
Yeah.
I've always felt like this here. Since Trent and I have always known each other, our bad parts, good parts, and everything, that we were more in tune. So we knew what the hell the other one was saying. We knew if you came and said, "Well, what would Trent say?" I know exactly what he would say,
Right,
and I
right.
could say it just like Trent would say it. And then I think that's what it is. I don't know if that's some telekinesis,
Telepathy.
the telepathy or whatever.
It might
would
be.
be
Just
under in that
vibrating
category.
on the same energy
Mental
level to where
energy,
you
yeah.
can transmutate energies, being you can go into him, he can go into you, and trigger each other to make that call or to link up. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like I touched you or anything.
Yeah.
If you're vibing and he's vibing, you got your business you're going on, and then you're like, I need to, and it's already happening.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well,
It's because it's like a transfer.
well, I'm gonna give it a test.
It's like
real
an
quick.
energy connection.
I'm gonna give it a test real quick. Trent, I'm looking at the camera.
Okay.
What am I thinking right now?
Going to break.
We'll be back after that, guys.
Hey.
That was good.
Yeah, it was.
Hello, my name is Robert Richard, and I'm the host of an exciting new show called What's That Network, where you and the contestants guess the cash flow of the most popular celebrities around today for cash and prizes. I want you to go to Ego Network TV on YouTube to watch the show. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram at ego_network_TV. I'll see you there.
Just-in-Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality, fast tax services. Our tax specialists are available 7 days a week. Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings. Not only does Just-in-Time Tax Houston provides quality tax services, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution program. Other services include new business, DBA assisting, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payment, and unemployment. Just relax and let Just-in-Time Tax help you.
Yeah, I need to know it. So you're gonna tell me now, what is it? What is it? You do to tell me what it is. I need you to tell me, scumbag. Sit there. Now what is it? No. What is it? Tell me. That's it. Commissioner, I got this scumbag here right now. Okay. What's that now?
Okay. Welcome back, guys. Hey, so far we're talking about psychics and lucid dreaming as well, and the psychic powers, the weird things that they can do. And we have a treat for you right now.
Oh yeah.
So Miss Cody, she's a spiritual person, is going to do it right here on the air for you guys right now
Yay.
with our weatherman. Okay.
Oh yeah, he gonna get
Should
a
I be
live
nervous?
reading.
Nah.
No.
I mean, just be yourself and relax, man.
Go
And-
with the flow.
Right. So, guys, don't worry. This is something cool, and I wish some of the people could that's online can deal with it. But I would like to say first, I want to talk to the people online.
Yeah.
I want to say Jason, I think it was Richardson or whatever. You said Jean Grey was probably one of the best telekinetic people.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And she was
next,
hot too.
next to Professor
Right.
X.
Yeah. Especially
Redhead
Xavier.
Marvel girl.
Yeah, she
That's
is
Ronnie
hot. I
Richardson.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm
What's
Well,
up, Ronnie?
there is her rival, the White Queen, and she later took her place when
Yeah, that's
Phoenix.
Emma Frost. But
Yeah,
let's
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to let you know we're looking at what you're talking about online, guys. And yes, Jean Grey, that's a good one. I'm still going with Lucid J. If y'all don't know who that is, I don't know what to tell you. Look it up on the internet, man. Lucid J, best of Lucid J. You're gonna see him kicking everybody's ass. So, back to what we're doing here now. So here's what's going on. Mrs. Cody has got her cards in her hands.
Yeah.
So
do.
I am going to be giving you guys, even though you can see it, I'm going to be giving you play-by-play because for the listeners who are not viewing it and listening, I'm going to tell you everything that's going on. So.
All right. So I'm just going to pull a card it calls to me.
Okay.
Okay. There's no way to lay it all out.
Okay.
It's just
Pull a
one
good one.
card. I don't need to know what's going on with him because as I read this card to him, he will know exactly what it means for his situation.
Okay.
And you tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay.
rock and roll.
I mean, if there's a wrong or right.
Tighten up, D-Ray.
Okay.
So for
Time to buckle up.
everyone that's listening and not viewing, she's shuffling the cards, right?
Yes, I am.
And she's doing like a spiritual mumbo jumbo thing here to pick her cards.
Boogity boogity.
There you go.
Okay, not
All
really.
right, and our resident D-Ray has his fingers crossed, and a card has been selected.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand it to him because it's a really pretty card, and I want him to just look at it. But it's number 13, and anytime you have a double number, you bring it to a 1. So it's 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So this tells me it has something to do with his foundation. He's centered. He's getting.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just by me looking at it. Now he's gonna look at it.
Okay.
And it
And she handed him the card, guys. And guess what? He's looking. He's looking. He's
looking nervous as hell too.
He's looking nervous. Yeah.
Because he don't know what it means. He knows it's got lots of
What's
pretty
the card
colors.
look like,
What it
D-Ray?
was- yeah.
Can you show it to us?
Show the audience. Show the camera. Show the camera.
Can you show me?
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Medicine of the Jaguar.
Okay.
Okay. And you know what, guys? For me, it's something different because our resident weatherman is sick as hell. He needs medicine.
Okay, you ready?
So,
because he's gonna
all
get
right, here you
some.
go. There you go.
Wow.
The card is It Shall, and it protects you now as you transition from one life phase to the next.
Uh-oh, he's passing away.
With her rainbow light, no, he's ascending.
Oh, okay.
He's growing, and his
Okay.
foundation is strong.
His
Uh-oh.
stomach is
Okay.
growing. I know
I don't
want
want to tell him that.
No,
okay.
continue.
Yeah.
With her rainbow light, this guardian goddess instructs you on how to use great power with wisdom to nourish only what is worthy. So don't be wasting your energy on shit that ain't gonna pay off for you.
Okay, so wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
No,
that,
no,
that,
go
that's,
ahead. Go ahead.
that
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
okay. So using jaguar medicine with perfect timing, she confronts that which is unworthy of her devotion, eradicating destructive forces and creating space for healing, relief, and rebirth. Her presence is the wild power of the jaguar, the renewal promise of the rainbow, and the divine feminine creativity. All darkness shall be overcome.
Okay, now
Ooh.
can I ask D-Ray, what does that mean anything for you?
I see a tear
Because
forming.
there's more.
I see a tear
Okay, well
forming.
that's enough for right now because
Okay.
yeah. Well, does that mean anything for you? Mike?
It kind of, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, well, I'm interested because you read that from a book. So did that come from you, or did that come from?
It's the oracle card that comes with this. So
Okay.
if I continue to read it, he'll get it.
Okay, well,
But
well,
you don't. You,
okay, well, let her read.
okay,
Go ahead. Let's
So
see.
you're going through a transition. Are you?
He's always going through a transition.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Transient.
Mm-hmm.
Cultivate hope and stay true to your intentions. Let nothing divert you from your true path. If you have a new project, vision, or lifestyle that you are seeking to bring into the world, this one is guiding and guarding you for a healthy birth. She also brings a message that there are times when fierceness is necessary. It is important that you cut off negative sources completely at this time do not allow yourself to be used or exploited. This is not the time to indulge someone else's ego or go against your own inner knowing in order to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Trust your instincts and break immediately from what isn't right for you. This will bring you new opportunities and situations that are worthy of your passionate devotion.
Guys at home.
Oh wow.
Guys at home. You heard that? I know D-Ray. You guys don't know him.
Wow.
But damn, that shit. I know what the hell that shit's saying. You know what I'm saying?
know, right?
Wow, that was pretty deep.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I can
deep.
go deeper.
No.
Okay.
That's enough. D-Ray, how did you feel? How you feel, man?
I feel like it was on cue. You
On
know,
cue.
Okay.
I have a saying that I say all the time. You know, I can't stand negative vibes, and my slogan is PVO, positive vibes only.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, and I do have projects that you know I really wanted to do
Right.
that
Yeah.
I just haven't conquered yet.
All right.
You know.
Right.
And
You
after
look at-
this, I'll give you the rest of it, and it'll tell you how to do that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it looking like you want to take that card home with you, bro.
'Cause it
Wow.
spoke to him.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
it really did though, for real.
Okay, so you guys at home that's listening, it was on point for him. You guys at home watching, you see the weatherman, and if you know who he is, you know you gotta love him. It's his birthday.
Well, I want to talk about this.
Mhm.
I want to ask this. You know, I know in our culture
Uh huh.
we have this.
What's our
thing-
culture?
Black.
Oh, okay. Then let me know because I don't know what you're talking
I said our motherfucker. God damn, you making me curse on there, bro.
about. Go ahead. I'm
Okay,
fucking
so
with
in our culture, we have this thing where the old folks say, he's an old soul.
you. Right.
He's been here before.
Right.
You know, because these kids know things that they're not supposed to know.
Right.
Is that a form of clairvoyance or telepathy?
Okay. You know, I really can't answer that, but I do hear what you're saying because when we were little, kids were born with their eyes closed. Now the kids are born with their eyes open.
I don't know about that. But
Yeah, I've seen that. So
Okay.
I don't know is that.
I don't know what that had to do with anything.
Well, okay. Well, here's what it had to do with it.
Yeah.
Is that the kids that were born with their eyes closed seemed to be more difficult growing up. They was more blind to the world, very naive. Later on, these children that was born with their eyes open was more intelligent. That's where you get the old soul. This kid knows so much because his eyes were born wide open.
No, I can tell you.
Yes, go ahead. I was
Okay.
gonna ask you.
Because so they say you sign a soul contract. So if you say you're a star seed, star seeds are people that have been here many times. They have a life purpose. They come here, they fulfill it.
Okay.
So if you have past lives and you're on your shadow side, or you're not intuitive, or you get down on the physical plane, you just kind of get with the humdrum and you just get stuck, and you're paying off that karmic debt from past lives. But you leave pieces of you to be attracted to. So when you find yourself doing something and you don't know why, it's because it's instinctive. It's like you did it for 10 years in a past life.
Okay. So let me ask this. So is abilities like these, are they hereditary? It seems like they are sometimes.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think they are too.
And when one passes that has a lot of knowledge, because that's really when my grandfather passed when I was 40, it was like a download. Boom, boom, boom. Like his energy extinguished and it all downloaded. And I always knew, but I didn't really want to know. Because I wasn't prepared, but then I didn't have him to teach me anymore. He was my mentor. He taught me my medicines and my gifts, because it is hereditary in Native American.
Okay, there's a TV series. called Medium, and the character in there is played by an Arquette, but the character she's playing is called Alison Dubois.
Okay.
And that's what the show is based on, or is her life for real. Now, to answer the question that you just asked, she can speak to the dead, and she can do all of these different things. And this has been actually proven. Alison Dubois is pretty famous as hell, right? But she made the episode based off of her daughter going through all this hard time in school, and didn't know what it was about, and found out the daughter could do exactly what she could do.
Wow.
Right. So, but it skipped one of the girls, but the daughter, the youngest one, started going through hell.
Well, I want to talk about this lady, Maria Duval.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched this CNN special. Maria Duval was this supposed psychic.
Mm-hmm.
She preyed on elderly and desperate people.
Ooh.
You know, people with 80, 90 years old, people with brain cancer, terminally ill.
Mm-hmm.
And she would get them to send money and a lock of their hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she would supposedly read them through their hair
Mm.
and give them psychic guidance. And she was able to rack up $200 million in U.S. and Canada alone, but her little scheme was worldwide. And they're actually still looking for this lady for fucking over all these elderly people this day. And the shit was so deep that they didn't know if Maria Duval was an actual person. Like somebody got a stock video of this lady and just gave her a name, and this company got behind it and made this psychic scheme, and they screwed a lot of people out of a lot of money.
Was it on television?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And they couldn't find her?
They couldn't find her because they're thinking she's not even a real person.
So she might have had a wig on the TV
No,
show?
what they're saying is this is just a company.
Just a company.
And they got a stock photo of a random person.
Oh, I see
made
what
up a
you're
name,
saying.
Maria
Okay.
Duval.
Oh, and that's the person that's doing
Yeah.
it.
No, I bet she just sold it.
Maybe.
Or maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
but you're talking about she was wiping out huge amounts at one time.
Huge amounts of money.
So your target is going to be the elderly because they could just say they're crazy. They done, you
Yeah.
know,
Right.
they don't, you know, so they
They
prey
can't
on
defend
those.
themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I get what you're saying, the situation by the company in general. It's like a Dear Abby column.
Yeah.
Abby was not writing shit. Said it was multiple people, but
Yeah,
they just called
yeah.
Dear Abby.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
What year this was?
This was during the 90s.
The 90s?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Where a lot of con artist scams.
Yeah, like Cleo.
Like Cleo.
Did y'all know that
telephones.
Cleo was actually cast for that role?
She was.
Really?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I actually seen a documentary where she was saying she didn't get any money. She was just the face of this company. She was actually casted in the role of Cleo.
I remember in a
wow.
news
Yeah.
report, she was being investigated by a journalist, and she
Yeah.
says, "I'm not a part of this. I'm just only paid to do this segment." But
Yeah.
the rest of the company just takes it, and they were trying to file a lawsuit on her, and I don't know whether she lost or not.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Wow.
Me too.
Yeah, that's.
Which
but-
is why when people ask me how much I charge, I don't. Because if I have the gift, it is my job to relay the message.
Exactly.
And it only cost me energy that I have created to do it. So I don't charge anything because then you're creating a base of people to come back to you so that you can sell them something.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that's the difference between a true psychic person and a con artist who's just literally using fear as money bait and asking them more questions to play around with them psychologically. So, you know, I'm thankful a psychic like you or, you know, a messenger, let's say, you know, you're doing for the force of good.
Well, they find me.
Okay.
I mean, we found each other.
Yeah,
you know,
I
I
know.
don't advertise. I'm where
Of
I'm
course.
supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there because it's already played out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
For me, I'm along for the ride.
Yes.
Okay.
You're doing it for a sense of duty, and I appreciate that.
Because it's a gift, and
It
I feel
is.
like if it's a divine gift, that's the way I feel about it. And I can't use it for myself. Believe me, I have tried. See, it don't work.
wow.
It don't work like that because I have a life of service. So whoever calls
Yes.
upon me, we end up together, and then
You're trying to
messages
help.
get translated.
I love the way you said it. A messenger of service. I couldn't agree
Wow.
more.
Okay, well let's get into this person.
Okay.
Jeannie Dixon.
Okay.
She was a famous psychic around in the 1950s or whatever. And
Okay.
she actually predicted JFK's assassination.
Wow.
Okay. Before we go there, continue.
Okay, so because she was able to do this,
Mm-hmm.
she was actually invited back to the White House twice by two more presidents
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
because she told them, what was going to happen, and the shit happened. So, who was this? Roosevelt
Okay.
was the first person to invite her back.
Theodore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he asked her when would the war end, and she correctly predicted that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nixon was actually able to invite her back.
What did he ask?
I don't know what he asked, but I'm, I know, right?
Right.
Will
That's
I
what
make
I was
it?
gonna say.
Am I a crook? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's like, you damn sure are. Leave.
So I'm just saying that to say that these presidents believed that she was real,
Right.
Because they invited her back to the White House.
And if you believe her, you give her power.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
so.
I mean, okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, if she was accurate more than once or
Yeah.
twice, wouldn't you think too?
I
Hell
mean, not.
I would definitely think.
Okay, here go the thing. I'm not here to say that this doesn't exist because that's bullshit. Because if it didn't exist, then the U.S. government wouldn't have put so much money into it. All right, Russia wouldn't have put so much money into it, and even the U.K. put money into it just to see if it was real. These people will not put that money in there if there hasn't been something that made them say, hey, something's up with this.
And understand that if they're being reviewed, they are now outed for what their abilities are, which then you start putting up these blocks because you're basically having to perform and they're,
Yeah.
you're not a monkey. You don't just perform. If
Right.
you're not in tune and comfortable and in your environment, you're going to miss the message. It's going to be skewed. It's going to be fucked up and you're going to miss a good part of what you need to know because you're distracted.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that. Well, hold on, wait a minute. I'm glad you said it. Trent, you wanted to say something? Say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. With that being said, I'm glad you mentioned that because if you had the ability to be this great psychic and Putin called you to his office, all right, I'm just going with Russia. Putin called you to the office and said, okay, homie, I need to know, can I take over America? You have to be very careful with what you say at this point. Whatever prediction you give, you have to be very careful. And even if you give the right prediction, now you know that there's a good chance you could end up missing in life in general.
Well, that's why you're messing with the middleman because it's not your job to interpret what the message is if it's not for you.
Well,
So if you're relaying the message and you're trying to interpret it before it even gets there, it's skewed.
well, see, the reason why I say that is because with these psychics, they're trying to weaponize them. That was what the whole thing was for the Cold War, different things.
Right.
If you said the wrong thing, which was basically you gave them the information they wanted, it's a good chance your ass could be lunch meat. If you gave them the wrong answer and didn't do it, you got to go home.
Well, I mean, shit, you want the truth, right?
If you are a psychic and the government has you in the facility and they say, we want to prove that you're the real deal, you don't want to pass that class.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't really be able to with all that
Yeah.
pressure and blockage that you're
Okay.
not going to get
The true
be
reading.
open.
Right. But I'm just
I
saying-
would think no matter what the outcome is, they would want the truth.
Yeah, but Trent, if they snatched your ass out your house
Yeah.
and said, sir, we realize you have telekinesis.
So basically, what you're saying is, after that, I probably will never go back home.
if you gave them the truth.
You think they give a shit about your life? If you're a government
Nah, I think-
experiment,
I
they
think
don't
they
care.
would
Like
want
they're
the
going to
truth,
tuck you
no
in at
matter what
home.
it is. They wouldn't want to lie.
Trent, if you was off in there using telekinesis, moving shit with your mind, sir, your ass is missing.
But the thing, okay, but that's two different things.
No,
So,
even if you was a psychic.
but I'm saying you're saying like they would want to lie. They wouldn't want to hear the truth if Russia was going to come.
No. They would want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
You as the psychic or the person that's being asked to do these.
Okay, that's
would
what I
not
said
give them
exactly. I probably wouldn't be going back home. Is what
right.
you're saying.
You don't give them the truth. Yeah, you wouldn't give them the truth because you would think about that situation and think,
Yeah.
I
You
want to
jacked
go
either
home.
way because you just
Yeah.
got snatched
For
up.
real.
So
Yeah.
they don't give a shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
They want to see what they can get from you to use against someone else.
The weaponize
And
it.
that power is not something to take lightly. It's
Right.
really not.
And I only say that, Trent, because notice how we were saying yours. You said 15%. I read the one for Russia, whatever, 28%.
Okay.
Right? Maybe that's why they're so low. These psychics
If
realize.
you had to perform in
Right,
front of a bunch of people,
well, I'm not even saying that
and-
they can't. I'm saying that they're logically smart and they're thinking, "Oh fuck, if
Or
I
maybe
guess
they
this,
just didn't fucking know.
it could be."
It's
But
a simple answer. They
well,
didn't know.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I know if I can fuck up some shit with my mind, and I am the government have me right now and say, "Fuck up this shit with your mind." I'm gonna be like, "What you talking about?"
Okay, well, I think they were just looking for military bases
To weaponize it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this.
Mhm.
This guy made a prediction.
Okay.
Nikola Tesla. One of my guys. I fuck with Nikola Tesla.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
a bad.
He's been here before many, many times.
He was a bad motherfucker.
By the way.
They said
Okay,
he was a
so-
Martian or something.
I'm
but
studying
go
his
ahead.
work.
Yes, yeah, me too. So this is a quote from Nikola Tesla.
Mhm.
Tesla. I propose the construction of an automobile carriage, which left to itself will perform a great variety of operations involving something akin to judgment. Do you know what that is?
A horse.
No,
No.
that's the fucking Tesla car that they got today.
And you want to know what was the the
That's the
pre-motor?
Tesla. Yeah, he said an automobile carriage
Mhm.
that would make his own decisions.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's
But
called
why
the
is
Tesla.
everybody lining up to have something make their own decisions? Because it's a status thing.
Well, I'm just saying
see-
how he made this
Prediction.
prediction in
Wait.
1898.
Okay, but here go the
Excuse
thing.
me. What year did he make that prediction?
1898.
1898.
Okay.
And today we have the Tesla car named after his prediction.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
couldn't that very well be, let's say, a woman?
Mhm.
So read the first line.
It says, I propose the construction of an automobile carriage which left to itself would perform a great variety of operations.
Okay. So in general, we know automotive, right? We know how that is. It's automatically movement. So couldn't a woman who's pregnant, couldn't that very well be the same thing that you could use to represent her?
He said an automobile, not a woman.
Right.
An automobile. A
I
woman
mean,
is not an
I
automobile.
hear
I
what
don't
you're
know where
saying.
you're going with
No,
that.
here's
The rider.
Yeah.
no, here's what I'm saying. An automobile,
Yeah.
right, is something that moves automatically.
No, it's a mobile, auto.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Automatic.
So automatic.
Mobile.
Right, because it can move.
That's a car.
No, that's.
It can also
that's
be
your-
a train.
So you
electric
know
train
your
station
wife
car.
is on the live. You calling her an automobile?
No. What I am saying, that prediction could be anyone. You can take that prediction
Nah,
and be
bro.
anything.
No, I mean, name another one.
Well, I
name,
mean,
name
it's a
something else
person.
that.
It could be a person.
Well, how can
Left
you
it-
predict person when people already existed?
No, it's making its own decisions, right? It could be a fucking computer. It could
No,
be.
this is what he's saying. He's saying that this car.
Automobile.
Go ahead, David.
Well, he
Go
said
ahead.
automobile. There's no way
Message.
around that.
Okay, I hear you.
There's no way around that.
Don't
Okay.
complicate
Jay,
it.
shame
Don't
on you.
complicate it.
Hey, Allison, you hear him calling you an automobile? Look, she commented too.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Based on my electrical engineering degree that I am doing it, what he was basically saying that yes, I will predict we will make a successful automobile.
Yeah.
But also based on that quote, he also was predicting that the United States or the world would be able to make an electric train car that would just run solely on electricity, and then by the switch, which is guess what? By our decisions, which directions we can go into any street that we wish to go for. Now, that being said, the whole start of the motor that he was building was an induction start shunt motor that would be used on almost every vehicle that we use today.
He also predicted the cell phone.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And it was through the. Go ahead.
That's not hard to do. I could have been back there and I'd have been like,
You could
damn,
have, Jay,
dog.
but you wasn't.
No, listen, it's so fucking
Oh,
simple,
no.
and you guys act like this shit was like really cool, bro.
It was, bro.
No, bro, y'all live in a tent over there. I live in a tent over here. I wish I could make something to call y'all motherfuckers.
Okay,
I'm tired of walking.
well, we can solve this right now.
Okay, go ahead. Solve
Predict something that doesn't exist right now.
predict something that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Patent it.
Okay, it's not that easy.
Yeah, it is. You just got to think about what the world needs. It just take me a couple of seconds. For a couple of seconds. You know what I mean?
We only got like 30 minutes left on the show, bro. So
we need multiple people of ourselves to do multiple jobs to get further in life. That I'm predicting would
That's
be
not-
that I'm predicting that would happen.
I thought we was talking about an
Cloning?
invention or something. Yeah.
Cloning has been done before.
Oh my God! See, it's already starting to work.
Oh wow.
My
I think-
prediction came true.
Yeah, we
Fuck it.
just got a few
I'm-
clones on the
I'm
show.
Nostradamus. Now,
Did you say
No,
clones or
but
clowns?
Nikola Tesla was. If you study Nikola Tesla's
No, he
work,
was a great
He was a
person.
bad. No, he wasn't no great. He was a bad motherfucker.
Okay,
He was
well,
very spiritual for a
Yeah.
engineering scientist
They
too.
they actually thought he was from another planet.
right. I
You know
saw
what I'm
that.
saying?
I
'Cause
saw
he
that
was.
article too.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
probably
I mean,
was.
you probably. I'm not. I'm just saying that we listen to these predictions and we can fix them up, right? To say whatever, right? Like Nostradamus and all that shit. I don't believe them. What I believe is the Simpsons.
Oh,
Okay.
my fucking
No,
God.
no, fuck that. The Simpsons tell you everything before time, precise.
So you believe a cartoon character before you believe
It's
a real
not the
person?
character.
Damn right.
It's
It-
not the character.
I
It's
don't
the
understand.
message that they are feeding to see who
I
is
just don't understand
biting
the
and
logic
who's
in that.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jay,
Programming.
Nope,
Programming.
I
Jay,
believe it.
That's
you
fine.
miss
That's
out
fine.
something. What
I-
about the Jetsons?
Okay,
Yes,
well,
Simpsons.
I mean, well,
yes.
but okay, the Jetsons, you're right. I mean, but I'm just saying the Simpsons are so precise that they could tell you where a person is going to be years before they're going to be, what they're wearing,
This
and
is
what
a
will
message.
happen.
I hope everybody's
And,
listening.
and what they're and what's happening, you know, in the background and
It's
everything else.
Okay, well,
programming.
this is what
You got
Tesla.
programs.
This
There
is
you
what
go.
Tesla actually said about cell phones.
Okay,
He said through television and telephony. That's what they called it at the same time. When these technologies, because they had both of them during the time.
Okay.
When these technologies reach their peak, men and we will be able to communicate with each other automatically, and the device would be able to fit in your pocket. Cell phone.
okay,
That's a quote from him.
okay.
And
And
and I'll be damned if that's not what happened.
And you want to
Yeah.
know what's the
Okay.
strangest thing
Yeah.
is that because of the use of the radio and the wavelengths, we were able to evolve to now using the internet to combine with our cell phones.
Yeah.
When did Tesla
exactly.
make that prediction?
It said
He
so,
li-
like
he-
what
he
Trent
lived in-
stated.
he lived in the late 1800s and the early 1900s.
Okay, so and when did he make the prediction about the cell phones?
I don't know the exact year, but
I guess.
Okay.
it was well before even a regular phone was
Okay.
really popping.
Okay.
You know
I
what I'm
mean, you
saying?
know, like I say, bro, I hear you with the Tesla shit. I hear that, but I grew up watching Star Trek. And
That's
they-
your fucking problem.
and
Then
they-
you know
and-
about
and they-
time travelers.
Right,
You know
right.
about time travelers. And
I love
they
Star
do.
Trek too.
They do. They
Right,
time
right.
travel.
They had a cell phone.
Wow.
And they had a cell phone on Star Trek. They had a flat screen TV.
but
They-
but you got to think, back when they had that on TV, we just couldn't afford it.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? They had car phones back then. We just couldn't afford the shit.
Well, not.
you know what I'm
well, okay.
saying?
Well, maybe I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I suppose.
You
Well-
remember the big packs you had? See
I remember
Ice-T
them.
with and shit?
I remember them, but Star Wars had been out way before I was born.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
that was probably a predictor too. You know,
I
I'm
mean,
not trying to discredit you. or
I'm
something.
just,
yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, sometime with some of these predictions, you can fit them up for whatever.
and
you
that's
want.
true, Jay.
You
That's
know.
true.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you if you believe in portals, like being able to time travel and go
No.
into? Okay.
Portals,
I don't believe
spiritually, yes.
It's called Stargate.
I just want to see where y'all are at on the portal thing.
Yeah,
Just,
I don't
you
want to
ain't
go
ready for
ahead
that.
and use the scientific mathematical method in terms of portals if we're going through black holes, but that's a totally different subject.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I tell you what, guys. So again, I told you some of the predictions you can always kind of fix up. I know Tesla's a bad motherfucker, but fuck it. I'm down with the Nostradamus of the Simpsons. Okay, so I tell you what, we're getting ready to take a break. And we're going to talk about this shit in a hot second. And we're going to come back last segment. Y'all be good.
Hey.
You forgot, Jay. You forgot.
Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality, fast tax services. Our tax specialists are available 7 days a week. Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings. Not only does Just-in-Time Tax Houston provides quality tax services, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution program. Other services include new business, DBA assisting, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payment, and unemployment. Just relax and let Just-in-Time Tax help you.
Yo.
What up? What up? We're back.
Hey, we're back. So here's the thing. I didn't let you know, but I'm going to let you know right now. Please, guys, if you like what we're doing, tip us, all right? And it should be on the screen, you know. If you have a story idea or anything like that, you know, also email us. We want to hear from you. You know, if you think Miss Cody is hot, like one of the people said.
I'm
you know
hot,
what I mean?
freaking hot.
Yeah, she's
Right,
hot.
right.
You know, tell us you like her, and we'll have her come back in again for you guys.
All right. And you can send those donations to $DSB Media on Cash App. And if you have a show idea, want to be a sponsor, or you want to be on the show, you can hit us up at urbanparanormal13@gmail.com.
Yeah. So what we're talking about, we're really talking about, you know, psychics and telekinesis. I threw in power, you know, because I like Drew Barrymore. Anybody of that nature, you know.
You threw in what?
I drew in Drew Barrymore from Firestar.
Okay, but you said something that started with a P, but I didn't quite get it.
Oh, pyrokinetics or whatever?
Okay, yeah. I was just trying to get you to finish that.
Oh, okay. I want to say what's
in a
up.
hurry.
Yeah, I want to say what's up to Janet Richardson. We got you here, as well as Ronnie Richardson. Thank you guys. You know what I'm saying?
We got to shout out B. Allison, too.
Oh, yes, of course, Allison.
Right? My
Thank
sis in
you.
the house.
Oh,
Tamika in
okay,
the house.
Tamika. I mean, hey, all of you guys, man, we love y'all. Keep watching. Hopefully we're entertaining enough, you know?
yeah.
But I want to ask, we were talking about Tesla. Tesla made a couple of predictions, okay? And it's facts. You know, Tesla's a bad motherfucker. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, he was.
But, you know, Cody, you mentioned that he's not from another planet. Tell us why you think that he wasn't from another planet. I mean, some of us have read the article, but I just want to know why you think Tesla wasn't from another planet.
Because he's a human. I can answer that. You cool with that? Or you want to?
No,
No,
you're
okay.
wrong because he's
All right.
he. Do you know what a star child is or a star seed?
I know
Okay.
what some people think.
I've heard of
that-
Star Child.
Some people think
Okay,
they're
in the
Star
Native
Child.
American, they always told me my son was a star child. I'm like, fuck yeah, because he rocks like me. You know, he's a
Right.
star child. I didn't know what they meant
Okay.
because it's actually they are like we're spiritual realms we walk. They
Okay.
walk the realm with the aliens. I call them the aliens. Like they have that kind of communication. So time in the different realms is not like time here. Like if you lost somebody 5 years ago and they're fading, it on the spiritual side it was like it happened yesterday. They're still there. So there's not a time. So they can almost like a wormhole.
Oh, wow.
They have been here before. They gather information. Where
I
they
believe
fucked
that's
up,
true.
they
I believe
go
that's
and
true.
they come back
Right.
with that same purpose. And each time they do, they leave something that will attract them to their purpose.
Right.
Okay. I believe
Okay.
that.
Synchronicities, like I buy things in two. I don't know why. I just do it, and 2 packs of gum, 2 drinks, 2. I always do, and it's balance. It's duality, and I'm a 22 force. So it's all about the twos. I
Okay,
never understood
okay.
why I did that, but because it's neurotic, you would think OCD, anxiety, all this shit if you were gonna psychobabble me, but it's something that keeps me organized and moving forward with no distractions.
Okay.
Oh,
I want to
wow.
ask a question to the panel in general.
Okay. That's right.
Okay. If you had any one of the psychic abilities in general, all right, in general, guys.
Telekinesis.
I didn't say pick one.
Oh, okay.
If you had, yeah, so if you had any,
Yeah.
right, and you know you could do it, you know you have it,
Yeah.
what would you do with it? I'm gonna start with you, Jamincia. Just say real quick, what would you do with it?
Help people.
Oh wow, that was general. Okay,
Oh,
all right, Donna Ray,
absolutely.
what would you do with
Thank
it?
you. Absolutely.
Probably get rich and help people.
Okay,
That's what I thought, but it never worked for me that way. So it's the life of service, help people.
life of service. Okay, Trent, what would you
Call
do?
on me.
I would
That's-
probably use my telekinesis to make the bitches that fronted on me. I would make them twerk for like an hour straight
Right?
for me, and then I would,
That's
and then
fantastic.
and then I would go help people.
Then you would help. Okay,
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to.
David,
would.
Dave R, what
My
would you
power.
do? Right.
I would share with the whole idea of helping and guiding people. But if it was in my own interest whatsoever to use, I would actually be able to foresee my own future and make better decisions.
Okay.
The fuck am I
Now,
on
what
a-
would you do, Jay?
The fuck? Who are y'all people on this fucking panel?
Didn't I tell you I would make those girls twerk?
Okay, I appreciate that one.
I'm talking about twerk hard for
Hard.
like an hour.
Right, so they just pass out.
Hell yeah.
You know
and
what? I
then would-
video cam you guys if
No.
you do that.
No,
then
here-
I would help people.
Okay, me, all that helping shit doesn't fly with me.
Oh,
Of
wow.
course.
What I would do, and I mean this,
Be
I would-
selfish.
I would go. I
And
would go.
squander
I would go
the
straight,
gift.
right, straight down to Washington D.C. I'd be off in that bad boy. I will mind control everybody and be off in that boy like Dr. Evil talking about $1 million.
Or
Everybody
the
would-
infamous Yuri from Red Alert 2.
And I believe that he probably would only ask for $1 million.
When they said it, I was like,
It's
wow,
like $1 million.
Hey Jay,
Wow.
if I was doing it for my own evil purpose, theoretically speaking, I would try to go ahead and stop the wars, but then I would make more wars even worse because of
See-
the coincidences.
You don't have the
Don't
you don't
be
have
worried
the evil
about that.
you don't have
Yeah.
the evil side in you, bro. You want to stop wars, but you think that they will make more wars.
No, think
No,
about it. If
no.
you change anything in the timeline whatsoever with your telekinesis powers whatsoever,
Well, that's
or
going
telegraph-
backwards, I thought. If you go back and change something.
bro. You know,
No, but I'm just saying theoretically speaking. Like if you're trying to go ahead and stop and change events, that are violent events, you can't change anything in time
Yes,
that
you
you're going
can.
to.
That's
you're
like
going to
break-
make
Have you not
matters
seen
worse.
Outlander?
Well, that's like breaking up a fight. So you saying if you break up a
I
fight,
liked it, your theory. of
another
thinking,
fight
Jay.
might start?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I like
Let's put it this way.
too.
Let's
I
put
like
it this
that.
way. Let's put it this way.
That
Let's-
wasn't a theory. That was pure evil.
All
All right, let's put it this way.
Hold on,
If I go kill-
Mr. R, hold on, stop. Let's not go there. The thing is, let's just be very simple with it. The thing is, you would like to stop wars. All right, you don't have the evil bone in you. Here's the thing: me, chaos, 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 and continue chaos.
You need to work on your inner child.
Explosion.
Your
Yes,
inner
yes, he
self.
does.
You need to heal your inner
He
child
does.
that has that damage.
He's
I can help
he's
you
okay
with that.
it.
Oh, okay.
I don't
can,
think he
but
wants
I know
to.
you think it's bullshit, but I can help you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
So-
here for you. Call on me. I can
Okay.
help
I
you.
think
Thank
he
you.
likes evil, though, Cody.
I don't
Let's
think
put
he's
it
gonna
this-
ask for help neither.
I don't, think, I don't
Wow.
think he's been welcome to the light side of the love and the
Right.
giving and the
Oh,
sharing
shit.
and the abundance of what comes back to
beauty.
you.
Oh,
Wow, that sounded so motherly.
oh, thank
I'm a
did.
grandmother. I'm a
did.
hot
Why-
grandmother.
No, it-
Oh my
Jay would
God!
not like
Yes,
that.
I'm
No,
Jay likes
when I
chaos.
said
He
when I
likes
said
evilness.
motherly, I meant in a good way because I'm
Okay.
looking at you like mommy. When you said
Because I can channel people.
right,
See, that's the art of everything. I can say something really weird and the whole panel get all fucked up. And I never like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm enjoying this shit.
And
Okay.
that shows that your insides are chaotic
Yes,
and they need to
exactly.
be held and nurtured and your
Exact-
inner child needs to heal so that
Do
you
you-
can
you
be on
nurture-
your game.
you know what I think? I think his inner child needs a good ass whooping. That's what it needs.
Absolutely.
And
With
then
the
a hug afterwards, probably. Like I I only did
got a
that for
good-
your own good.
He probably got a good ass whooping, and that's why his little inner
Right.
child is hurt because it's
Right.
not necessarily the pain; it's the feeling.
Please don't make Jay cry on the
Yeah.
show
Oh,
because I need him to come
wanna
back
see
the next show. I don't want to make Jay cry on the show.
sorry.
Wow.
Okay, so guys, we're talking about psychics and different things. There's a lot of people that do this for investigation purposes. Like you have ghost hunters and different things. They're also psychic hunters.
Yeah.
They call them remote viewers. They look for crimes.
Can I talk about one of these guys?
Please, man.
Okay, so this was on Inside Edition. I know y'all heard that show, seen that show.
Yes, fake.
So, yeah, the Inside Edition.
No, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Chaos.
So
Chaos.
there was this reporter. She went to this supposed psychic
Right.
named Laurie McQuarrie, and she took a photo of herself as a child.
I remember that.
She had her producer go in there with
Wow.
this photo of herself and say, "Hey, we're looking for this child."
Oh yeah.
And the psychic told her, "I'm sorry to tell you, she's dead. She was buried such and such, and you might as well give up." But all along, this was this investigative reporter. So they called her to the show, and this lady was like, "Okay, you know that child you said was dead? That was me."
Yeah.
And she was like, "This interview's over."
Yeah. but the cameras kept rolling. Cameras kept rolling.
She damn near
Yeah.
flipped the table over like, "This
Yeah.
interview's over, motherfucker."
Yeah, that was.
She
yeah.
didn't have an explanation. She
Right.
just basically, "You caught me. I'm bullshit."
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cody.
So do you think these people that work with the police or these detectives, you don't think they?
Well, I think there are some
real that are real.
They
Okay,
are some, but there's not a lot of them
Story
that
time?
are real.
Story time?
Go ahead, story time.
Okay, so Catherine Townsend, she's an investigative reporter for the channel ID. I call it
Okay.
Dead People because I watch Dead People all the time.
Yeah.
And there was a case, Rebecca Gould, and she was basically bludgeoned and left somewhere.
Okay.
And we have the Spirit Society that a group of us together, we investigated it in our own ways. And it has been like 13 or 16 years since it's been solved. But
Okay.
when we are doing our communication, I'm telling her, it's a guy, it's from Texas, there's 2 females. Like, I know. Don't
Right.
ask me how I know. I know.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, it's exactly what it is. They find the
wow.
guy, they arrested him. He came back down. He was living in Oregon. He was the cousin of, it was a close family. I hear girls talking, helping clean, and I'm telling these people this. I don't know her. I can look at a picture and tell you how you died. I can feel what you feel. When your soul leaves your body, that is my gift. And it's not a good one
Okay.
to have.
Yeah.
When you have to experience someone's regret or their pain or their just all of that.
Right.
It's overwhelming, so you don't want to just go around telling people that's what I can do.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when you can help
You help.
and you feel like they're not listening, and then 2 years later, exactly what you told them is exactly what it is.
Right.
And you, because your ego would say, bitch, you should have listened, because that's ego. But when
Right.
you're at the level where you can do that, I don't look at a face or it's an energy. It's a completely different way of looking
Well,
at
you
people.
you got to understand the position of the cops. You know what I'm saying? They go on facts.
I don't give a
Right.
shit about the cops because my aunt was murdered and 48 years,
But
and
I'm
they,
just saying-
they ain't even give me a phone call after 2 fucking years
I'm just
after
saying the
I gave them
position-
all their information.
But what I'm just saying, you got to understand the position of the cops because they can't go on something that's not
Suspicion
tangible
yeah.
or something they can't put their finger on or can't.
Just because they don't understand it, they shouldn't use it, is what you're saying?
Well, I mean,
Well-
if they opened up like a psychic side of the police department,
Which they've kind of done already.
I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, the police.
Some of them use them and some of them don't.
They yeah.
Some of them do. I mean, if that's the case, what if somebody tried to use a psychic against you in court?
Well, see,
Would that be submissible?
well, no. Here go the thing. I'm gonna show you what they do now today. This is facts.
Yes.
So, let's
Okay,
say,
wait a minute. Before you say that, just know that I did do my research.
okay,
And there were not many people who were found by these psychic investigators.
and
Matter of fact, I couldn't find one.
okay,
Okay,
now
go.
here go the thing. You couldn't find one.
Yeah.
Allison Dubois. Get her.
Okay.
Allison Dubois, and the other girl is Venona or whatever. I can tell you her name. Here's the problem with that, and they did a big thing about it. You can't use the psychics in court like you said.
can't, yeah.
So here's the thing: when that psychic comes to that scene and she pieces all this stuff together, she actually finds evidence.
Okay.
And they can use that evidence and then put it there. Now the question in court becomes, well, how did you find this evidence? And they keep those psychics out of the media. They can't put them in there because otherwise it'll get thrown out.
Yeah.
That is how it's done. And that's why Allison Dubois has made a lot of money off of it, as well as the other
I
two.
never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's her whole life.
But I actually was searching for trying to find someone who was actually found by a paranormal investigator, and I couldn't find one.
Yeah, but that is the reason why, because if
they gave them the credit,
right now they can have that shit thrown out in court.
out. Okay. Well, I mean, not if the shit was facts.
Yeah, but
not if it was all facts. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter how you found it.
Well,
if when you get there and that's facts, it don't matter who told you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fiona Johansson has worked with the police and to solve, but the problem is that they can't say the exact cases. They could only print it that person worked with them. And then, of course, the famous woman who had her TV show done after her, Allison Dubois. They actually worked with the police, and she worked in the actual with the district attorney in general.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so let's go to Amanda Berry. I know y'all probably heard that name.
Actually, I haven't. Trent.
She was missing for 10 years. She's the one, the black guy found her.
Yeah, I remember
classic
that
interview.
With that interview, that interview. That's why, yeah.
So psychic, I know, probably sure y'all seen this lady, Sylvia Brown on TV.
Yeah, Sylvia Brown.
She actually said on the Montel Williams show that Amanda Berry was dead, and y'all might as well stop looking for her.
Ooh.
And so 10 years later, Amanda Berry was found alive.
Take that, Sylvia Brown.
With 2 more other girls.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, Sylvia Brown said that it was a short, stocky Cuban man that abducted her, and it was a short, stocky Cuban man. But she
And
just
the
wasn't
message
dead.
sometimes gets skewed based on how she receives it. If she's hearing a lot of back noise from other people that want to communicate, it's hard to have. You literally have to tell them, hold your shit.
Hey, you know what? Because I actually seen a psychic say the same thing you just said on the show. He was saying, like, because it's so much chatter, he actually have to tell one, hey, everybody shut the fuck up.
Right. And whoever needs to come forward.
Come forward.
But you ain't going to run my shit. This is my show.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So, and it's not necessarily words, it's smells, visions, colors, bouquets of roses. I mean, that they show you things. Like I would see someone with yellow roses all the time. I'm like, I don't know who she belongs to, but she's with me all the time. And I always see this bright yellow glow in front of her. And I found out finally who she belongs to, because I can't say what's your name, who's your people. You know, it's she just has to communicate. And when they're new, they don't know how to communicate either. So you just kind of have to work with them. So you're not going to be 100% right that, you know, because.
But you're on point. So Trent, what you're saying is that Sylvia Brown was wrong. The woman obviously was alive, but she was right about the person who actually abducted her.
Yeah.
And within those 10 years, she could have been sick or on that edge to where you can go on both sides.
My thing is, how the hell do you stay abducted for 10 years?
I don't know. We need to ask her.
I don't get that, bro.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, it's going to be psychological. You're not going to like it.
You have to ask the aliens.
Here go the problem about that. So you take a person, you beat them, you whip them, you basically train them.
No.
Listen to me, please. Listen
Jay,
to what I'm saying.
I just don't want you to reveal that you're a fucking killer on the show, bro. I'm trying to prevent this, man.
No, what happens is you whoop, you beat, you do all these things.
Or
and
condition
then,
them.
Yes, you condition them. You leave them in their locked situation.
Put fear in them.
Right. So now you leave it where they can get out. Now, when the first time they try to get out.
I'm the fuck out.
The first time they trying to get out,
psychological warfare.
Right. Now you beat them. You beat them so bad. Then after a point in period of time, bro, you leave that door open, they will not leave.
So what about that 110th time when she did call and say, "Hey, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been missing for 10 years."
Okay, it didn't work. It's not a situation that works on everybody,
Okay.
but you can
But it worked
break
for
that.
10 years.
But
okay.
right, but you can break that.
I don't get that. I kind of think she maybe wanted to be
Uh,
there.
well, a lot of the women,
Stockholders,
yeah.
Stockholm, so
a
Stockholm,
lot
Stockholm
of the
syndrome,
people, when you are abducted and they do these things to you, right? The woman has to play like she is okay, she likes it, she's cool with it.
Yeah.
You know, that is a normal thing. And when she see the opportunity, the true opportunity, she may take it.
But what I'm saying is I don't see the abductor not slipping up.
They don't
in
have
10
to.
years.
They don't have to. You see, that woman was locked in that cage, bro. After a while, you can say, "Here, come here, eat your food," and you can give her food, and she's gonna take her food and go back into the cage and lock herself in.
Because if not, you're
That's
gonna starve
psychological.
her ass
Right,
for
that's
a week
psychological, bro.
and don't
Didn't
do
he
it
go to
again.
McDonald's or something like that?
I don't even know where that guy went.
But he had a funny ass interview. The black guy that saved her.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
He said, "It's all little white woman." I knew some problems with the white
Yeah.
woman come and hug me.
So I got a story.
Mhm.
And I want to tell it, and y'all can tell me if y'all think this is clairvoyant or it was just me tripping.
Is you tripping? I can tell you now.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
I'm in the club one night,
Mhm.
and I had my little drink,
Mhm.
and I had my head down, my eyes closed. I'm feeling the music, and I'm just thinking. And I have a random thought of this girl that I haven't seen in years.
You told me that one, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her in years. It wasn't like no girl that I wanted to have sex with or be with. It's just like a thought, like, hey, I wonder what she's up to. I haven't seen her in 10 years. And when I opened my eyes, she was standing right in front of me.
Wow.
You manifested it because when you said you were feeling the music.
Yeah,
Okay, when you wasn't listening to it, you wasn't hearing it, you was feeling it.
yeah.
So language is also through music, the messages and things. So when your eyes are closed, so you're
Yeah.
cutting off your visual stimulation.
Yeah.
You're not distracted by. You are actually in tune
Yeah.
with you,
In a zone.
and you thought about that.
Yeah.
And you made it happen.
Yeah, it fucked me up. I opened my eyes
That's
and she was
magic. That's what
standing
they call
right between
magic.
my
That's-
legs. Like, hey, I'm like, holy shit.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's a good surprise when you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
you know,
You manifested it. You brought it. Is it clairvoyant? It's something that you did. I believe that.
because he was
I
in
believe it, too.
tune.
I
He was,
believe it, too.
Third.
his
Yeah.
intuition was
Yeah.
vibing. He was feeling it, and he made
So
it
you
happen.
wasn't tripping.
Nah, so
You
y'all
ain't
better
tripping.
watch
You
out.
good.
I got psychic powers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, manifestation.
Y'all better hope they don't develop better. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Well, according to weird notes that I may go into the table, believe it or not, I bring this to your own information. There is somewhat of a, slight psychic power you may want to test on yourself. The power of empathy, which is used in nowadays.
Okay.
Basically, some believe that it's a psychic power. Others see it as an ability based on intellect or high perception. Now, this is just getting off from the internet, off from, backpackaverse.com.
Okay.
Believe it or not. If you are actually an empath, if you believe it, then your feelings will be much more intense. You're going to be feeling exactly what the person is, feeling at
That's
the other
me.
side, and it's going to be in sync. It's going to be in
That's me.
in connect.
I wish
with
I
the
could get
person.
rid of that shit.
No, it can be a beautiful thing too.
I mean, because it seems like every time, like, I make a decision or something I need to do, I always think, how would the person that's involved, how would they feel?
But-
and sometimes that shit ends up biting me in the fucking ass.
But
because I give a fuck about how this other person feels.
So why don't you cry about it?
I do sometimes.
It happens, and then what you do is you learn a lesson from that, which builds you stronger.
Thank you, Cody.
Okay.
So
okay.
instead of saying why me, I say try me, because I'm
Yeah.
magical. I can make some shit happen. Whatever I put my mind to, I will make that shit
Oh
happen.
yeah, it ain't like why me. I'm just saying that's.
You have to see you're thinking on the physical realm and not seeing the bigger.
Well, I don't know because I don't know. I think that might be more than physical because in everything I do, I always try to think from the other person's side.
And I did that too.
How it would affect them.
And the person I helped
how it would make them
robbed
feel.
me, burned my house down, and killed 2 of my dogs. Now, this is someone that sat at my table. I fed. I got him as a mentor, taught him things. And until I was left with nothing, literally the clothes on my back, and sit there. And the only thing I was crying about was my dogs.
Well, the same thing happened to me. Not the same exact thing, but I'm saying
But
doing
I
that, I've
still-
had people to run over me like that. But does that make you? Does that make you
It
think
gave
like
me a
everybody?
lesson that says, you need to learn this lesson now. Here's your lesson. Like the book of Job, if you're a Bible
Okay.
person.
Book of Job is good.
Take it all. You nobody gave me this shit. I earned it, and I will get it back
Okay.
in abundance because
Right.
I didn't do shitty to someone.
Yeah,
That's somebody
yeah.
else's karma that will come on them when it is time. I
Exactly.
can't be mad and think about that, but it taught me that things don't own me. I own them.
Yes.
So instead of having all this sadness about all my shit that I lost, it didn't fucking matter. You know,
Right.
Whoever did what they did it, and nobody died in the process. Did it set me back? Absolutely. It left me with nothing but the clothes on our back, and we had our house insurance, thank God, but it humbled me.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
It really did. I was like, now my pilgrimage is to. I know what it feels like to have fucking nothing but the clothes on your back. And it wasn't because it was a choice that I made that was bad. It was because I helped someone. I opened my environment and my space to someone who wiped their ass with it,
Well, that's the thing.
and they cheated themselves out of what they could have learned
Okay,
by doing
well,
that.
like you say, karma. You know, a lot of people worry about what they're gonna get back for doing things, but
because you don't trust, you don't have faith in this
exactly,
and how it works.
and that's not me. You know what I'm saying? If I do something, I don't give a damn. I'm not looking
right,
for nothing
right.
back.
Right.
It's because I believe in karma.
Because and it's again energy. You put
Yeah.
out good comes back.
Yeah.
The more you put out, the more it comes
Exactly,
back.
and that's
Yeah.
fucking
You
true.
don't you
That's
don't
fucking
sit
true.
here and think about what this motherfucker has and what he doesn't. Who gives a fuck? You don't pay my bills. You don't know me. You can judge me, but you sit the fuck over there and do it, and I'm gonna do me.
Exactly.
Because I have my house burned down. I have
Well
my
said.
life of service that I gave to people who, that ain't the only one, wiped their ass with me.
God damn.
But I
Giving
take
a lot
it.
of asses, Cody.
Because that's my job. I am.
Yeah.
That's my purpose is to take it because I'm built to take it.
Yes. You get stronger with every
And
spiritual
I can
illness.
transmute
I had
that
a few
shit and
comments
send
I
it
could've
right back
said,
at
but
your ass.
Yes. Yes.
Right. You
I
know,
will take what you send to me and I will ball that shit up and blast it right back. Because
Hold it, okay. Well,
you talk
now-
about
now that's
now
what
we
with
now we
someone
going
else.
the other way. I
Yeah.
know,
you were
right?
talking about empaths. Do you know there are several types of empaths?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Okay. So do you know what a Heyoka is? I've sent you information
It
on
sound Native American.
It's the clown. We teach by doing things different. You know,
Okay,
purple hot
okay.
hair, whatever. We catch your attention. So the Heyoka is also a mirror. So when I say I look in your eyes and I can see, because we mirror. If you're ugly and mad and I look at you and you like this bitch right here, because you are I am reflecting what you were feeling.
Oh wow! Do that little voice again. This bitch right
This
here.
bitch right
She
here.
did.
like,
She
this
did.
bitch right-
She did the hot girl hand and
Yeah,
I
everything.
talk a lot with my hands. I don't know what to do with them.
I know, I'm just
so-
messing with you,
but
Cody.
that's that's you. You look at it like a Chinese, like them.
Arithmetic.
No, the fighting
Characters.
people. Yes, the character, and they throw balls of energy. That's really not far from the truth.
No,
you just,
Dragon Ball Z type
you just
shit.
don't
Yeah.
see it.
No.
because-
No, it's
The
Tai
chi.
Chi or
The chi,
chi
yeah.
fighting per
Yeah.
There
se.
you go. But
I
mean,
practice kung fu
But
and
you don't have to
martial
kick
arts.
nobody's ass with it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just-
of course.
Just set out good intentions to the earth and bring it back to you. That's the
Yeah, of
paycheck.
course.
But I gotta
But I'll kick
say
your
this.
ass too. I'm a warrior.
I gotta
okay?
say
Don't
this.
get me
We
fucking
didn't
bent.
mention. I don't know if we said it on air. Tonight is the weatherman's birthday.
oh yeah, I did say that.
So can we sing happy birthday to DJ?
Yes, please.
Come on, let's sing
Please.
happy birthday.
Please.
Come on, let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Uno, dos,
Dos,
tres.
tres.
Happy birthday to you.
Me,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear D-Ray. Happy birthday to you.
love my podcast family.
Cheers.
And
There you
many more.
And el nombre Dios nuestro día de aquí de nuestro David es tu cumpleaños para ti. D-Ray es mi amigo.
I think that.
All right, guys.
I think that was a
Good one,
love
David.
song, bro.
No, it's a Spanish way of saying birthday.
Yeah, you know what, man? We're happy that you're here. You know, and you guys at home, we're happy that you're here. We talked about psychics. We talked about weird shit, you know, dumb shit, whatever you want to call it, right? But who would we be if we didn't explore it? You know, we just kind of want to explore.
Yeah, both sides. You know,
Right.
we always got to hit both sides.
More than two sides. I mean,
yeah.
you got a
All
good
four
little.
sides.
You know, some people,
Six.
Right.
Some people don't believe in the paranormal or the psychics, basically.
I definitely believe.
Yeah, I believe it too. You know, people can have that extra, extraordinary, you know, ability.
Yeah.
You know, but we have to give them both sides. You know, and I like you guys, you know, texting us. You know, some of you guys are texting us, and we don't see it till later because it's on a different format. But definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. You know, and always remember too, right? Intuition and, you know, calling yourself a psychic or just having whatever these feelings are, you know, man, I think they're real as hell. I think
Yes.
it
You know
help
what?
you.
One thing, I know we about to go, but I forgot about these guys.
Uh-huh.
You remember these guys when we were young? The ones that used to bend the spoons and shit?
Oh yeah,
Spoon benders.
yeah.
Powder.
Yeah, were they,
Powder made me cry.
were they
Powder.
real?
I loved it.
No,
I know, right?
right.
Not
they-
that kind of powder.
I just had to bring them up before we go.
Yeah. Matter of fact, there was with the spoon bender, and then there was this guy, and he had his glasses, and he was making his glasses move and everything.
Yeah.
Right. But the whole time it was nothing but little thread. It was just all fake. It was all fake. You know.
Yeah.
But
I used to actually try spoon bending when I was young.
Me too.
I know, right?
I think it was.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it. OZ. Yeah, we used to do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really the Matrix. When I saw the Matrix and them doing all that shit, I said,
Yeah.
"Let me try that shit." So I was in there, just it's not working.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so we all thought about it. We've seen movies based on it. We've read comic books that featured it. It's been a part of our imagination for a long time. You know, so I predict
ain't predicting shit.
that this shit will become a reality really soon.
Well, I'll predict that we will be picked up by Spotify for a few $1 million.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What do we have to do that?
We already doing it.
Well, we're already doing it right now.
But y'all just
Speak
we
it
gotta.
into
I mean,
existence.
I make
Exactly.
it happen. I'm the one. I'm the puzzle.
Well, we
link
gonna
that-
talk to you
You-
after we
after-
cut
after-
that,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Maybe a
Who you
spell can make it
fucking
happen.
with? I mean, all I have to do is ask. I mean, just let me
Shit.
know.
Y'all heard that?
Exactly. So
Okay.
going
That's
down.
a, that's
I am JH.
And I'm your moderator, Trent A. Johnson.
We're gonna see you again next
This Saturday.
this Saturday. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
My bad.
Yes.
This Saturday. You know what I'm saying? From all of us at Urban Paranormal Podcast, we want to bid you good night.
Good
Peace
night.
out, everybody.
Hey.
Bam.
Good show. Good show.
Good show.
Charlie, good
Bravo,
show.
bravo.
Charlie, good show.